Yeah, no, you don't fuck with him now.
You don't fuck with him. The greatest rapper in the history of the game.
Some say that. Some don't.
I wouldn't say best rapper. I'll say best
I was just fucking around.
Lyricist? No, he's not the best lyricist. He's good at putting words together and all that good stuff.
That's what I mean.
But he's not the best.
I think he is. He studies the dictionary. This dude comes up with things. It means 4 different things.
Yeah, but
I told you I thought it was the best.
Who?
Nas.
Nas is good. His like poetry type style.
Nas is.
I like the poetry type stuff.
Yeah.
Nas is more than good. He's a great.
Tupac had songs like that too. It was like poetry.
I do, but I don't think Tupac got a chance to go long enough.
He wasn't as lyric. He was a great poet, great storyteller, but he wasn't as lyrical as Nas.
Yeah, no, Nas is awesome.
Shit, you know who else is awesome? Lupe Fiasco.
True.
Raps on he raps about a lot of different shit, and that's why I feel like he's not as big as he should be. Versus if he rapped about the typical stuff that you hear in rap music.
I know the name, I just can't think of a song. I know I heard it.
Push. I'll show you songs after this episode.
Okay.
But big.
You know what's crazy? I did a list on my Letterboxd for all my classic film reviews. There's 116 movies on there that I've reviewed, so that's all on the YouTube playlist, right? Mm-hmm. And that means that less than 100 are non-James Bond films. That's how many James Bond films there are. There's so many of those movies. I'm super excited for the announcement of the new writer, though. So,
they got somebody else instead of who they had before?
Amazon, right?
Oh, well, yeah, Amazon hired him, but I think it's Denis Villeneuve who did like The Arrival and so many Dune parts 1 and 2. Oh my God. He's a brilliant filmmaker and he's English, so I think lives in the UK is what I mean. So like I think he has a grasp on James Bond, and he's going to an English writer who's going to sit down and do it. I'm excited for that. He wrote Peaky Blinders, which is an amazing show, so I'm excited. I'm excited for the James Bond universe down the line.
I got to see how it is. But
oh shit,
to this right here. All of the colors.
Aaron looks like Jay Uso.
Oh shit,
all
you
the
do.
Colors of the dark.
Doesn't he?
And
just
I do want to kick it off with. I do want to kick it off with our early ratings.
Okay.
And then we'll take it from there. So, James, I will start with you. Good sir.
I'm gonna go 5. It's just down the middle to me. It was okay, but it wasn't bad.
5? How about you, Mr. Manhattan?
It wasn't one that I'd rail against or have a big rant about, but I would give it a 3.
3? Okay. I'll say 4. Kind of. I agree with what you both said. It just didn't do it for me. I thought that this was gonna be. I don't know. I thought this was gonna be a hell of a lot better. I thought it was gonna be more. I guess more gore to it.
And I thought it was going to be more demonic.
Because of the cover? You were saying before, the other cover?
Well, no, because I read the subscription. They said like a demonic cult or something, a demonic satanic cult. And I was like, oh, shit, they're going to summon a demon? Nah.
And none of that happened, nah. I'm starting to... I agree with what we were talking about pre-show, James, how you were saying you're not a big fan of the Giallo films. Mm-hmm. I still want to watch more before I say that.
So far, no, me too. So far, I'm not a huge fan.
The past couple that we've seen, not so great. They're okay.
I think the big thing for me about Giallo that a lot of people who are horror fans, and Giallo fans never really say this, and they should. If you're trying to sell a horror movie, you need to sell it accurately, and they are horror. But it's more of a thriller investigative horror. It has to be. Giallos are investigative in nature. So when you're watching it, you're more like watching a thriller that is diving into the horror genre. And I think when Giallo fans sell it, they're selling all of the horror in the film. Like, oh yeah, it's great, this, that, and the other thing, like Suspiria or Deep Red. And then you turn around and you watch it and you're like, all right, this isn't the normal horror I'm used to, and that's okay. I think that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I still think like when Giallo is being sold to somebody, there has to be that idea of like expect more thriller, or even just more of a slow pace investigative type of movie than an outright horror movie. You know, not in every single case, but in this case, this is just slow. In this case, this is a poorly made Giallo film, in my opinion. So
yeah, this one was pretty damn.
I was like getting Rosemary Baby vibes.
another
at first.
slow one too. So that's a good comparison.
But then I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, and I love a good slow burn can be a phenomenal movie, but when it's like when the climax of the film or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't like go to that point of it, and it's such a slow burn. It's like, was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? I'm giving it a 4 because it wasn't a bad movie. It was just okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot of titties in it, which helped. That's not why it's getting a 4. Maybe that gave it 2.
I'm just confused why they want her in the cult so much because her mother was. That's the part I was confused on. I still don't understand.
I'll tell you what, the story is so convoluted. I don't understand a full amount of what happened in it. Like, not that I can't comprehend it. My idea of it is it's too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, she was playing. So to me, I got this. Everybody thinks she's going crazy because of the accident. She's depressed and having hallucinations and shit. But she was telling the truth, like a boy cries wolf. She's really telling the truth what's going on. It's just I don't understand. The lady, she wants out, so she needs to have a replacement, but they want her to have her because her mother was in it. I thought it was going to steal the baby. I thought the car accident was on purpose, like we could save you, get you pregnant. Like, like that, like a fucking cult thing, like a ritual. No. They did a ritual, by the way. She got gangbanged. Usually that's how those cults work.
Say trigger warning first.
Oh yeah, that's true. But she didn't go around complaining about that, by the way.
God.
Oh,
God. James, this is too boring of a movie for you to be this excitable about it.
No, it's not. You gotta do what you gotta do. He said she didn't care about that part too much. But I mean, yeah. So she has the car accident, which is bad. She has the car accident. She loses her child, and then she starts having these nightmares, like you were saying, of her mother getting murdered when she was a kid. Her being the kid by a dude with piercing blue eyes. Which she had some bright ass blue eyes, by the way. And then she sees him or whatever the case may be, or someone with bright blue eyes like that is after her, trying to kill her. And it kind of goes from there. But again, it was still not like a
coherent.
They made him seem like he was supernatural. Like, I thought it was like the devil following her. They did the ritual. Now she has this fucking demon thing following her around. But, Mike, nope. Never mind. It's just a fucking crazy guy. He says, you're part of us now. You're protected. You'll have money. You have everything. And it's Scientology. She's like, I don't want to be in Scientology. They're like, too bad. You can't get out. You want out? I don't know. It was weird. It wasn't my cup of tea.
No, it just made me think of. There's just a picture of Tom Cruise holding Anna de Armas's hand the other day while they were walking on the street because there's been talk that they're a couple for a while. And when you said that, I just think about James seeing Anna de Armas in the street and being like, "You need to run."
Yeah, blink, blink. Are you in danger? Blink.
Oh man,
he's the fucking poster boy of that. You need to watch out.
Oh yeah. I should have went to Scientology. Maybe I'd be rich by now. I'd be a successful filmmaker.
There you go.
Maybe
this movie could use a little Scientology too and be a little more successful and a better everything. Script and all that. And I wanted to like this. Like, I want to get into the Giallos and freaking enjoy these films just so I have another subgenre of horror to watch and enjoy besides the ones that I've been watching and enjoying. But these movies are making it fucking hard.
I mean, they're nice to look at. They used lots of red and yellow in this movie.
Yeah, they're always nice to look. The visuals are always nice for the most part, but again, I need more than just visuals to enjoy a film, even if there's titties in it. Like I want to be, because with these type of films, more so, I feel versus a slasher like Friday the 13th, which you could say has a decent story to it. It has something that you can at least connect. You know, you have something that brings you back to it besides the kills. Like you grab onto the story of it. I feel like with these type of films or with these slower burn films, I feel like that story really has to knock it out the fucking park.
Mm-hmm.
Like really has to be intriguing, really has to be entertaining, really has to draw you in from beginning to end. And then the end is just like, oh my God, holy shit. Instead of, this movie should have been shorter. You know what I mean? Like,
Agreed.
or they could have did this, and this faster. They could have tied this part up better. They could have just made it like a more coherent story.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she have to have the car accident of her losing her child instead of just the flashbacks of maybe her mother and where she thinks someone's after her or someone's after her, whatever the case may be, but just kind of have it more.
Then they made it seem like the boyfriend was part of them, but he wasn't. He was saving her.
Yeah. I thought that played out pretty good in the end, though.
What'd you say?
I thought that played out pretty good in the end, though.
No, it did, but I did like they just added something else in there. They put a spin on it. They're like, oh,
yeah.
Is he part of it? Because he just disappeared. The girl's like, where are you? And he's following her, and he showed him in the car like he's stalking her, following her. And I'm like, uh-oh.
And I'll say this, too. Like, you don't always need a twist or a fake twist in a film for it to be a good film. Sometimes you're just doing way
don't
too
watch
much.
what's-his-face movies. He puts a twist in every one of them.
Who? If it's done
Night
right.
Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalan, the one that made The Watchers.
And, I actually have a
Sixth Sense.
No, I have a theory.
Fuck the
based on. I don't subscribe to that, but I have a theory based on just being in the film industry, having talked to certain people, and kind of have an understanding of how it works. And I realize that's pretentious as fuck. And I'm sorry for anybody who's watching and listening. I'm not trying to sound pretentious. This is just a theory. I've talked about it on my show and such too. But if you ever want me to share it, I'll share it with you about M. Night Shyamalan. But I have a theory about why those twists became so prominent.
I think it's because it was a big hit with Sixth Sense, and he just kept going with it.
I don't think he wanted to keep going with it. That's
really?
The theory. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really? Why is that?
I think it was such a huge hit, and word of mouth movies come around every so often. Like we think Marvel movies are word of mouth movies. We think they're not. Word of mouth movies are the ones that become the runaway sensation that it's literally generated by the audience. The audience has to tell other people this movie's so good, this movie's great. Star Wars is one of like we can name out which ones are which. The movies that like you must go see this. Psycho is a good example of that. But they come around every so often. I'd have to go and look. Sinners was a word of mouth movie. I think yes, we all go to see Ryan Coogler, but that was his fourth film, right? It was blown up on social media. Everybody was like talking about the dancing, talking about the elements of the movie. That was that success for so long, especially in a movie. Because think about it: opening weekend, you have the biggest movie. By the next weekend, you have another big blockbuster coming out, and you're in streaming in a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's because word of mouth movies don't come around that often. But Sinners stayed in for a while. That's a word of mouth movie. People are saying go see that. So that's the most recent, I would say. Now, why do I say this? Sixth Sense is absolutely 1,000% a word of mouth movie. Mm-hmm. It's that ending that got everybody. You're not going to believe it. You need to get out there. The twist is crazy. And I think the studio forced him to add twists to Unbreakable. And he did. And he added a good twist to Unbreakable. Because if you go and watch it, I think he likes twists. I think he likes to kind of turn things. But I don't think it was that flagrant. I don't think he wanted it to be that flagrant. I don't think he's good at making it that flagrant. I think the studio is like, no, people want twists when they see your name. That's what you're known for. We need to do that. So that's why, like, on Unbreakable, it turns out, he was the bad guy causing all this the whole time. And then I think Signs I think that was M. Night Shyamalan truly being a writer and writing a twist in, because that works.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you like that movie or not, it doesn't matter. That twist works. He wrote a movie about angels and demons. Most people who don't like it didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I get that, but for the most part, like, they just didn't get what he was trying to say. So that twist works within that framework. But if you look at his next movies after that, it's forced.
Like The Village. Did he do The Village?
Yeah, that was the next one right after. Like,
yeah.
It was forced, those twists. Now bring them back, make them more prominent. They have to be big at the end.
Yep.
And everyone couldn't stand The Village. Everybody liked Signs, but they couldn't stand the end of The Village.
Yeah.
And then the Lady in the Water and stuff like that. I think he's better now. I think he still adds twists because that's what he's used to. Mm-hmm. But I think he is more free now to do what he wants, and that's why his movies have gotten better over the years.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
That's my theory.
That makes sense. I like that. Yeah, Sixth Sense. I won't say I hate it, but
I mean, the thing is, at the time.
At the time, yeah. At the time.
I watched that. It ruined it for me because I knew, like, half hour in, I was like, Bruce Willis is dead.
Yeah.
For me, people were like, what were you talking about? He's talking to the other people around. No, he's really not talking. He's talking. No one hears him. And it's just the conversation seemed like they're blending.
I have made a rule after that movie came out, because I heard so many people say after the movie came out, yeah, I knew it would happen. I mean, it was the biggest twist in the world. Everybody was blown away by it. It was this huge thing. But every guy I knew kept saying
they knew.
They saw it the whole time. Like, but it's the biggest twist in the world. So I have taken, because Dan even says that. Dan's like, I had it for 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, Dan. I just purposely do not believe people when they say they know. So you may have known. Dan may have known.
I guess.
I'm not saying I will never believe you. I will never choose to believe you. I don't care if there is documented proof on video of you in the theater going, oh shit, he's dead the whole time. I will never believe you.
I really ruined it for someone for saying that. Well, so here's the thing. I know a lot of people do say they do that. A lot of other movies too. They'll go, oh, I say it all the time. I predict what's going to happen. So my wife, she's okay. For example, in the car, she's doing audiobooks and reading. When she's driving, she listens to audio. She's playing in the car, so I'm hearing it too. I'm like, I don't read. I don't want to read this. And she's reading a book, and they're talking about. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So she explains what's going on, and I'm like, he's not the killer. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the fucking nanny's the killer. I know, just because I watch so many movies, I know, like, I take the main story, and I go, what will be fucked up to this movie is that, he sees dead people. The twist, he's with a dead person, and he don't know.
You know what? I 1,000% believe you when you're driving in the car and listening to the book. I do not believe you about the Sixth Sense. And you can thank every human male I met in 1999 when that movie came out, and they would not shut up about how I saw that twist from a mile away. I knew. It was true. I knew that was happening. You know what twist I didn't? So I will never... But that's not your fault, James.
It is.
That's the fault of so many young men and even older men in New Jersey. So now I will never believe any of you.
So blame Jersey is what he's saying. Blame New Jersey.
No, you leave Jersey alone.
Blame the men in New Jersey lying about knowing that.
I think, and I'm not saying this is the case. I think that with James, but I will not do that. But I do think that most of the time, and I'm not saying I've never been a part of it. I have. I went to film school. Of course I have. I hate it now, and I try to change it up, but there's this idea in the film communities, and we see it as clear as day when it comes to podcasting. Everyone has to know movies better than the other person. It becomes fierce sometimes. Like, they have to know it better than the other person. And I shouldn't say everybody, but, like, Sturdy's actually pretty good about that. Like, if he doesn't know something, he gets excited for something new, and that's a movie fan, in my opinion. James, I'm not saying that you're like this, just with the Sixth Sense. But it's just one of those things where it's like almost all these movie fans know. When I was in film school and we would sit on the back porch, we had a couple of one-uppers, and it was what it was. There's always some in the group, but for the most part, it was almost like, how when we sit around and we talk about stuff we love, and we're just beaming and happy. That's what I love. Not the people who are like, well, I've seen that 700 times. You're 5. How'd you see it 700 times? It's more hours than you've been alive, you dick. No, but you know what I mean, like stuff like that. Yeah. So, and I see that far too often. I think if we stop that toxicity within the movie community, we could have real open debates about movies again.
Well, people are afraid to be. I don't even want to say wrong, because your opinion on movies isn't necessarily wrong, but they're afraid to be like last in things or whatever. There'll be movie. You hear me all the time. I have a fucking horror podcast. Oh, you've never seen? No, I haven't seen it. So when I see, oh shit, I finally got to see this, and here's what I think about it. It's fun to do that. It's fun to do. Like I can't stand that. I can't stand when people just lie. Oh yeah, I seen that movie. No, the fuck you didn't. It just came out yesterday, and you didn't see it. What's the point of lying? Like, why lie? That's the thing. People lie about the weirdest shit. And just because we're talking movies, it's like, what's the point of lying about that?
It's like you said, they don't want to feel left behind.
Didn't see it before, whatever the case may be. You were the last one, the first one to see it. Who the fuck cares?
I didn't see Sinners yet.
You should see Sinners, James.
You should see Sinners.
No, I know. I plan on it. But
that's the thing.
I've seen it last week. But no, Sinners is a really good movie.
I saw The Naked Gun right today. We were talking about it. I'm going to review it tonight. I thought it was funny. I know who I'm going to say you should check out The Naked Gun. James, you're one that should definitely check out The Naked Gun. I'm not going to say that to Sturdy because I know how he feels about The Naked Gun movies.
I still may check it out just from the previews and kind of chuckle at some, but I'm not
that's playing to your audience. That's saying, like, that's why I liked your shows. That's why I was a fan of your shows, because I was like, these are guys talking about movies that I love that they've never seen, so it's a new perspective. It's fun. It's interesting. Popcorn and Pints is the same way. It's movie fans talking about movies. And grown into authoritarian.
I know what you mean.
An authority of it, but starting out though, it was like, oh, they had never seen this before. Almost everybody I know has seen this before. Or some sort of like, they're not arguing about what age they saw the movies, which is a huge thing in this freaking communities too. I saw my first horror movie when I was 4. That's not a badge of honor. That doesn't make you a bigger horror fan. It makes your parents questionable. Like depending on the horror movie. But like it's not good. And I do question you if you show a cult classic to your kid first as a horror fan. Like, what are you doing? But like, so stuff like that. So like movies like people would show this movie to their kids and be like, hey, All the Colors of the Dark is a Giallo. It's really good and it's great. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's not good. You just have to say all Giallo are good, or you're not considered a horror fan anymore.
I'd fuck all that noise.
Nah, fuck that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like this show.
You got, like, again, I beat to my own damn drum, as we all do on these shows. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Sturdy has some wild takes. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I give you my honest opinion of the stuff and how I feel about them and all the other good shit. And you just got to take it.
Or if he doesn't want to shut on a movie, he invites me on, and then we just talk about other stuff. Because
you do see that online a lot, though. A lot of people go like, "You never seen Hellraiser? You're not a true horror fan." Like,
yeah, that's the part. You need to stop after. Like, I do that where I go like, we've talked about some really epic movies, and I'm like, "You never seen it?" But when I say it, I'm different. Excited for you to see it.
It's one thing if it's like,
never add like, "Oh, I'm a true fan." Like, fuck that noise.
I'm not even mad at like, yo, you never seen that, or oh shit, how'd you never see that? It's like, hey, it just wasn't introduced to me. Versus, oh, you've never seen that, so you're not. Nah, fuck that. Because I've never seen it doesn't make me less of a horror fan. Shit, you'd never seen fucking Cocaine Shark. Guess what? You're not a horror fan. Like, it's the same shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen Shark-and-Saw Women's Prison. I think you need to calm down.
I was there. I seen it too. But I'm saying though, like, I feel like that would be like my new shit just to throw at people. Like, yeah, but have you ever seen Things Killing? I've never even heard of it. Then you call yourself a horror fan because you've seen fucking Dracula?
I'm going to tell you what, when I do my horror movie lives on TikTok, Lots of people have seen Thanksgiving.
I know,
Keep
but
asking
you know
about it.
what I'm getting at though. It's just like that whole. Ah,
More
But-
people than should have seen that movie.
That shit spread like
no, not should
wildfire.
have more. The whole world should see that movie. And
Same
I'll say
thing with
this,
Greasy
too.
Strangler.
Ugh,
Yes.
that movie is so stupid.
Yes, but I'll say this though.
That movie is
Whatever.
so dumb.
If you watch movies and you're a fan of movies, you're a movie fan. If you watch a specific genre, guess what? You're a fan of that genre. Whatever the case may be, you don't have to see every movie in that genre. You can watch the same fucking movie 30,000 times. I don't give a fuck. You're a movie fan or you're that genre
And
fan.
I don't
whatever.
care if it's the top 100 movies of all time. If I didn't see it, I didn't see it. Like, hey, I
Yeah.
never got around to it. What do you want me to do?
Nah,
Yeah.
I seen that bottom million though. Have you seen?
Yeah, I know. Did you see the
Have you
fucking?
seen
Did you see these ones on the bottom of that list?
Jesus.
Oh man, I just love to be fucking. It's kind of a mixed bag, man. You put your hand in the bag, and you grab what you grab.
That's
You know
right.
what you
It
get.
is a mixed bag.
If someone told me I'm not a
Not
horror
a
fan,
mix.
'cause I don't like Giallo
Mixed.
movies, I'm gonna look at them like, what the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
It's what we all call a
But
mixed bag.
It all ties into this movie though, as far as like none of us are that crazy about it. I wish Trevor was here because I know he would probably have a lot of positive things to say about it and how he enjoyed it. But we're still movie fans.
I was really curious how Chris, because it was his pick. Just trying to
too.
get him to like Giallo movies.
Me too, or at least like one. And I'm interested in both of theirs from both because I feel shit. I don't even know because if Chris didn't like this, you already know where he's gonna be with it. But if Chris did enjoy this movie, then it's gonna be. But we know Trevor did enjoy it, so Chris and Trevor, we gotta know what you guys feel about this movie. I gotta know because again, this was. I think I'm gonna bump this down to a 3.5. No, I'm just being honest. Like the more I'm thinking about it, it just didn't really. And again, most of the conversation we're having today wasn't about the movies. That says a lot. That says a lot when they veer off like this. Like we're still gonna have a conversation. Sometimes the movie is just not even, and I don't even want to say not good enough. Sometimes it's not bad enough either. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not bad enough, and I know that sounds crazy to some people, but think about it. Go back and watch our Blood Lake episodes or episodes like that to where a movie was really bad, but we had a lot to fucking say. And then go back and watch one of these movies that's just like, You don't really have too much to say about it unless somebody there actually really enjoys it or somebody there really fucking hates it. And this one's just not that. It's just like I would never tell you not to watch a movie, but I also would say for this, if you want to watch it, check it out. If you want to watch it, check it out. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you need to see this because this is one of those for me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not missing out on anything.
This wouldn't be on like Sturdy's picks or Sturdy's recommended picks or whatever. This wouldn't be on there for that. No, but hopefully next week's movie will be. And what is
I
next
think
week's
he's
movie?
hiding something from you people.
What do you mean, you
need to
people?
see the- no, there was from you people, like from all of you, not you people.
Well, they prefer to be called Sturdy Slashers, not you people.
But that wasn't.
I love
Bitch.
doing this to me.
Trying to
There's
trap
times
him.
where he'll just go with it, and I don't know if he's falling for it or just going. And there's times where he just like, shut up.
I
Sturdy."
make it
completely
my
ignores me.
job for you all to never know, to never absolutely know where I'm at. Like there are people who still ask me questions about like certain things that I've told them. Nothing more innocuous shit. Like I still get questions about Journey to the Center of the Journey to the Center of the East, or Journey East, not Journey to the Center, Journey East. Wonderful
like
Chinese
that.
film.
Yeah.
You should 1,000% cover it on this show. It's
Is it
fit
horror?
the Demon Hunter. It fits
It's
within
a
horror.
Demon Hunter, yeah.
1,000% should be on this show. It is an amazing movie. It's gorgeous. The entire ending with the Monkey King was brilliant. I loved the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that with two friends one time, and because I am just kind of like very monotone when I want to mess with people, because I was kind of like tantrumy. I didn't really want to watch it at first, and then we watched it, and it blew me away. And the rest of the time, like I was just like, that is the greatest movie I've ever seen. And like they still ask, like, did you really like that movie? And it's like, yeah, it's the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Just keep going with it.
And I tell people all the time they need to watch that movie. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
That's fun.
Monkey King.
No, Journey to
No.
the West.
Yeah, but you said something about a Monkey King in there.
No, there's the Monkey
He's
King
in there. There's a Monkey King lore in there.
Wukong. Wukong?
Yeah.
I just text my brother and call him Monkey King. That's all, guys.
Right.
The fuck, man.
Listen, man. You should have known I was gonna do that.
Oh,
If it was Henry, he's gonna be fine with it. I've called him a monkey once or twice before in my life.
Jesus Christ.
For all we know, it could be his favorite animal.
That's fair.
Or it could just be. Never mind.
Veronica.
I
picked this one. I seen this a while back.
Veronica, we're coming for you.
Nick is gonna hate it.
I've seen it.
It's demonic possession.
I thought it was better than some, but I didn't.
Oh, you've seen this one. Oh, okay.
Anytime I take it, ironically, I take it as a challenge. Anytime somebody starts marketing their horror movie, as the scariest movie of all time.
Me too.
Because they're trying to generate that word of mouth, and so I'm like, all right, I gotta check this out. And I watched it.
Me too.
Like, it's pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't scary. It's so scary. People had to shut it off. They walked out of the theaters. What?
But that's the thing. Demonic possession movies aren't scary. You have to rely on stupid jump scares for it to work. It's not like The Exorcist. The Exorcist atmosphere was built.
Okay, yeah.
That's why that's like the last exorcism movie where I was like, this is genuinely scary.
I get that. I get what you're saying.
My brother stopped watching demonic movies when he had my nephew, because he watched one where it was trying to possess the baby and everything. And he's like, "Nah, I can't watch them no more," because he thought automatically
it
was his son. Yeah, I was
I
like,
think that
what?
James, that was just his way of getting out of the movies because he was scared.
Hey, that's what I said the same exact thing to him.
When
I said it differently. I said, "Don't lie, you're just a bitch."
When I had my son, I had a hard time watching movies where, the kids died or were hurt. I don't. Like if they're done well, like Train to Busan came out at that time, and that was incredibly hard to watch.
I thought it was insane. I thought it was awesome.
It was a great movie.
You didn't like the death scene in Dr. Sleep, the baseball kid.
That one still messes with me.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Him screaming "mommy" the whole time.
Yeah, I know. It is fucked up. I know.
That was crazy. That was wild.
Like, I get mad. I'm like, I don't like. It's not that I don't think it should exist, because listen, like, movies are movies, and there's a reason for what they do, and
that's scary to somebody having their child getting killed. So they're showing.
Oh hell yeah! I mean that same reason why that same reason is why I like the Speak No Evil movie, the foreign version, better than I like the American one. And I know, Mick, you said you like the American one better, and my wife said the same thing. But for me, because it brought out more emotion, way more emotion. And
see, that's where I disagree with you.
For me.
Oh, well, yeah. Because it brought it out for me too. If I'm arguing for the foreign version brought out more for me.
That's why I liked it better, because it brought up. No, that's why I'm saying I liked it better, because it brought up more emotion for me with that anger and that rage. Because I'm like, it made me feel something more. Like the other movie, yes, but the way it ends was a little. Not saying it was happy. Don't say it was a happy ending, but it was happier than how this ending was. Like
yeah.
I'm just
for
like,
sure.
That really, it fucked with me in a sense of like, that's some fucked up shit. Like,
it is,
really,
but that's the argument we've always had. Actually, I'm kind of having not argument, but we're going to talk about that on an episode Trevor's going to be on of my show, where American films are glorified. I really do think that, like, we look at the mirror of our art with especially white American films. Let's be really, like, branded properly, but like, if art is a mirror shown to society about, like, what the filmmaker thinks of society, American films have a blemish-free mirror, which isn't good. Because for some reason they only want to show the flaws that they're willing to show, the blemishes they're willing to show. Whereas, like, and to take it into account, and I'll get into this more, but like, I was thinking about this when I was watching Boys in the Hood the other day. I love Boys in the Hood. I love A Bronx Tale. They're the same movie. But if you look at both of them, and it's not one copied the other. That's not what I'm saying. I just think that's a reflection on how we as human beings have the similar stories. You know, but we refuse to see it that way. It's the same movie, it's the same plot points. He gets in the car, he gets out of the car, then the friends end up dead. But from beginning to end, it's all about a coming of age tale. My point to this is, in talking about these elements, especially like with horror and like the kid stuff, it's we're afraid to take it. That's why I like that Dutch film. I think it was Dutch or Swedish. I can't remember exactly where it's from, but Speak No Evil. I liked it. I like it in a way where because it did draw something out in me. Those parents acting the way they did, I can't understand that.
No.
So it enrages me. So of course I'm feeling something. I like the American one because yes, me personally saw something in that movie that was familiar to me. That was my mirror. So I liked it a bit more, but it has a blemish-free mirror to it compared to the original. They weren't willing to go that far and say that's what this is. And that's ultimately what it is. Like most movies, again, going back to the Bronx Tale versus Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood told a true tale of society and everyday life. A Bronx Tale glorified it. And that's where it really comes into play. And if you look at Speak No Evil, these two versions, the American version was glorified.
Both good movies, though. Back to the real quick Bronx Tale and Boys in the Hood. Both good movies and both very similar tales, just told from a different lens in a sense.
Again, I just say it's different experience of different human experience.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's told from a different lens. You have the mafia, and then you have the West Coast gang culture, which is completely different, but very similar at the same time.
I mean, I would say more similar than different, personally. I mean, we're looking at the differences being race, differences being not just outside of race, but even cultural background of the geography.
Yeah.
LA-based time. The mafia didn't look like they did in the Bronx Tale in the 80s, like if it was taking place in the same time frame. So it is. I think it's just a beautiful lens. Like that's those two movies. If you really hold them up, like we could talk about the difference between American and white American films and everywhere else, but to take your point even farther is to say like it's beautiful. It's beautiful when you see something like that. Similar tales that have such told by different voices. Like John Singleton was a young black man in the 80s. Chaz Palminteri was an old Italian man in the 90s when he made that, and I think those are the type of movies that really shine through and we don't see enough of anymore.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm sorry if I overstood.
No, I agree. It's a good conversation. But we know what we're doing next week. We'll be back Thursday. Let's hope for a good week. It wasn't a bad week. It wasn't a bad week at all. I'm not gonna say that, but it's been a little crazy. Nothing bad though. Nothing to stress over. Nothing to be upset about. Just gotta do some tinkering. That's all. Move some shit around. That's all. But hey, fuck it. Fuck it.
Fair. Can I give a horror movie PSA to your audience, your sturdy slashers?
Yes, sir.
Bambi: The Reckoning, good movie. Go check it out. It's worth it. I want to push that a little bit more because it was fun and it was interesting and good, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
I'm actually glad you said that, Mick. I'll tell you why after the show. I'm actually really happy you said that. I'm just switching some things up with TikTok that I'm doing for this month. TikTok. And this will fit under that umbrella. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
But we are going to get going. Listen, people, make sure you go check out the Scene Snobs every Friday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's an amazing show with some amazing things, especially when I'm on there.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's an amazing time. It's a very fun time. We had a great time with the director's debate, the director's chart in July. All those episodes we did. Oh, it was so a lot of back and forth. Lots of laugh, lots of love. You guys should go check those episodes out and the future episodes. And listen, You need to listen. This is something you need to do. When you go over there and subscribe, that Godzilla stuff we did, all those movies, you don't gotta watch the movies. Just watch our reviews. That was a good time. That was a great time. It was a long time. It was a great time. It was a busy time. Why was it a busy time? I'm about to tell you why. You should also go check out Popcorn and Pints, which we do every Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern time. But during the time of Godzilla, guess what we did? We decided to be a great idea, and me and Mick were both a part of both of these things to do Star Wars and Star Trek, all those movies at the same time, reviewing them
Wow.
as Godzilla. Long time, great time, fun time, very, very educational if you're a fan of film, because you're going to learn a lot, especially if you go through all those films and watch them. Trust me, you're going to learn a whole lot about just with other movies. When you're hearing certain things, like I'm enjoying watching these type of films because of the pop culture you get from when you're hearing, oh shit, I heard this song in this, that, and the third, and all that cool shit, and I love it. I love it. Still, Blue Sunshine, Radon, flying in the corner and shit. Hilarious. I understand that joke now. I seen the movie one time, didn't get it. Second time I seen it, after seeing, boom, you guys get what I'm saying? So go check that out. We're going to keep doing this cool ass shit. And then right over here on Horror Research 30, I mean, right now we're in Backpackin with 30. Next month is, you guessed it, Sturtoween. Got some fun stuff planned. I keep flipping stuff around in my brain, but I got some fun. We have some fun stuff planned. That's all I'm going to say. And you guys aren't going to want to miss that. So just come check it out. Just come check it out. And then all the other people we're affiliated with and connected with that you see here and on the Scene Snobs and Popcorn and Pints, go check out their shit too. Go check out our brother Show Stories from a Bar. Go check out Worst Damn Gamer Ever. Go check out Johnny Loves Movies. And with that being said, I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace.